Let's begin the broadcast with updates on the fire tragedy that took place in Malviya Nagar in the national capital, killing 21 people. Some of them were foreign nationals who had traveled thousands of kilometers from their respective countries to India to undergo medical treatment, and chose this area because of its proximity to the hospitals where they were getting their treatment done, and also because it was affordable. Little did they know that this is going to end tragically for them. 21 people in all lost their life because there was no escape route for them. Lavkesh Bajaj, the owner of this hotel, has been nabbed. He will be produced before the court later. He was on run and was nabbed late last night. Let's take you also through the top developments in this entire episode so far. According to sources, the owner fled scene as fire raged. So he was present in the premise when he saw that a fire broke out in the hotel, but little did anyone know what his next step was going to be. He fled from the scene, he says. He fled out of fear. The owner did not help victims. He fled out of fear. There was no fire NOC. That admission has now come to fore as well. The BNB management was delegated to others. The license was in the name of the accountant of Lavkesh Bajaj, who was also managing the day-to-day affairs of this facility. Culpable homicide charge has been invoked in the FIR. Search is on for the hotel manager, Jay Mishra, who is absconding. And this is the inside scoop that we're getting for you. Licenses were issued in the manager's name. If you want to run a BNB facility, the requirement is that the license is issued to the private home owner. But in this case, it was issued in name of the manager. Lens is on 3 properties owned by the accused. Roof exit was found blocked during fire. So an escape route was found blocked. If the terrace, if the roof was open, then perhaps people would have been able to save their lives. Delhi Chief Minister has visited the victims and has announced ex gratia for those who have been killed and those who have been injured as well. But the big question, of course, is will action be taken? Will heads roll? Who will take responsibility for the death of 21 people? We, in fact, asked straight questions to the Delhi Chief Minister. Take a look at the sequence. The moment when the Delhi Chief Minister Rekha Gupta was asked these tough questions about accountability, about who is responsible and whether or not action will be taken. Take a look.
Ma'am, anything on that, ma'am? Ma'am, it's been 24 hours, ma'am. It's been more than 24 hours, ma'am. Ma'am, anything on that, ma'am? Ma'am, it's been 24 hours, ma'am. It's been more than 24 hours, ma'am. Ma'am, anything on that, ma'am? Ma'am, it's been 24 hours, ma'am. It's been more than 24 hours, ma'am. Ma'am, anything on that, ma'am? Ma'am, it's been 24 hours, ma'am. It's been more than 24 hours, ma'am.
We have some breaking inputs coming in on the broadcast, so we've been able to access more details on the FIR that has been registered. Culpable homicide charge has been invoked in the FIR. Let's go across to my colleague Shivam, who's getting us more details on the charges that have been invoked in the FIR. Shivam, over to you. Take us through the details of the FIR.
So basically the first major charge was the culpable homicide not amounting to murder, section 105 of the BNSS. Apart from that, we have also seen the section 320, section 324, which deals with negligence with the combustible items and also negligence with mischief when it comes to fire. So again, police is also probing an angle that there could be an intentional way of starting this combustion fire, which again led to this major tragedy that happened at that particular residence, which also costed the life of over 20 individuals. Apart from that, there are other sections as well. And so far, what we're given to understand is that Delhi police has also written a letter to the MCD, to the BSES, the electricity department, which is supposed to monitor whether it was a commercial electric meter or it was a residential electric meter, because again the permission was given to maximum 6 rooms, which can be a residential property as well. But with over 2 dozen of the room working there, and apart from that a restaurant also working there, questions were asked to the electricity department as well whether they were even aware of the amount of bill that must be coming in, because clearly if we use this much amount of electricity, there could be a chances that anybody from the vigilance department or from the electricity department may have noticed that the bill is not normal as per the residential meters. So the fact of the matter is, if there's a case of the commercial electricity. So Delhi police has also written a letter to the BSES and also to the district magistrate asking whether there were regular checkups being done on that particular area, because it is very close to the Max hospital. So again, now heads are rolling, answers are being asked to various departments, but still we are seeing while the Chief Minister has gone to the hospital, we have not seen any action happening on any of the big people, any of the people who were sitting higher in the authority, be it the tourism department, be it the municipal corporation of department, or be it the fire department as well. So while the probe is still going on, the actions are still awaited.
Absolutely. Shivam, do stay on with us. There are a lot of lapses that are now coming to fore. This bed and breakfast facility was supposed to only operate 6 rooms. It had permissions to operate 6 rooms, but then there was illegal construction. This facility was operating around 25 rooms. So every norm, every rule in the book was flouted by the owner and the manager in whose name the license was issued. We have a ground report. Let's take a look.
देखिए, अभी पुलिस सूत्र ये दावा कर रहे हैं कि मैनेजर की तलाश की जा रही है, लेकिन एक सबसे बड़ा सवाल है कि ये जो लोग होटल बना रहे हैं उसके बाद में मैनेजर को तमाम साइनिंग अथॉरिटी देते हैं और उसके बाद में एक व्यक्ति पर जो जिसे मैनेजर की पोस्ट पे बैठाया जाता है उसे होल सोल जिम्मेदारी के लिए बना दिया जाता है, चेहरा बना दिया जाता है। ये एक होटल देख लीजिए आप, ये ग्रीन रेजिडेंसी के नाम से होटल है और कल मैंने इसकी आपको तस्वीर दिखाई थी कि कैसे ये अंदर मात्र 6 कमरे बनाने की इजाजत थी, लेकिन 5 मंजिल इसे बना दिया गया और करीब 25 कमरे बना दिए गए। लेकिन आज इस होटल को अंदर से बंद कर दिया गया है। ये आप देखिए, शटर डाल दिया गया है। अब होटल में किसी की भी एंट्री नहीं है, क्योंकि साफ है कि एक होटल में 21 लोगों की मौत हुई और ऐसे तमाम होटल्स पर अब सवाल उठ रहे हैं। यही वजह है कि आज इसमें ताला लगा दिया गया है, किसी को ना अंदर जाने दिया जा रहा है, शटर बंद है और ना किसी को कुछ जवाब दिया जा रहा है। ये आपको 5 मंजिल ऊपर तक नजर आएगा। पतला सा एक आने जाने का इसकी सीढ़ी इसमें दी गई है, जिसमें से 2 लोग भी अगर एक साथ निकलने की कोशिश करेंगे तो उन्हें अच्छा खासा टाइम लग जाएगा निकलने में, क्योंकि स्पेस बहुत ज्यादा कम है। अब इस तमाम इलाके की सुरक्षा कैसे की जा रही है, ये देखिए वहां पे बहुत दूर आपको जो बिल्डिंग नजर आ रही है वो कल रात में जली थी, जिसमें 21 लोगों की मौत हुई थी और अब पुलिस ने पूरा का पूरा ये बैरिकेड कर दिया। यहाँ पे अब किसी को जाने की इजाजत नहीं है।
So the fire safety norms were not followed. There were no smoke detectors. There were no sprinklers. It's clear that every single norm was flouted by the owner and the manager, the assistant as well. We also spoke to Prem Bansal. He's the father-in-law of Vivek Agarwal, who along with 7 other members of the family were among the 10 Indians who were killed in this fire tragedy. Listen in.
उनके हमारे दामाद जी थे, वो उनके पापा जी बीमार थे 3-4 दिन से मैक्स हॉस्पिटल में आईसीयू में। तो उनको उनकी मम्मी भी वहीं थी, हमारी बेटी भी वहीं थी, उनके दोनों बच्चे भी वहीं थे। उन्होंने वहीं होटल लेके रह गए। वो कल तो परली तरफ होटल में थे इससे पहली नाइट में, और कल वो उनने शिफ्ट कर दिया बॉडी उनको, हमारे समधी साहब को दूसरे वार्ड में। तो उन्होंने होटल बदल लिया, रात को इधर 2 होटल ले लिया, 2 रूम लिया। अभी यहाँ रह गए थे, अब सूर्य हादसा हो गया। उनने फ़ोन किया है, बेसमेंट में फंसे वो हमारे दामाद जी। अब उनने फ़ोन किया कि मैं यहाँ फंस गया हूँ, मेरे को किसी तरह निकालो। 8:45 पे उन्होंने फ़ोन किया उसको, अपने भैया को। वो बोला हम यहीं हैं, नज़दीक हमारे। वो जाके उनने उसको निकाला है, उन दोनों को निकाला है, लेकिन दोनों बॉडी के रूप में निकाला। वहाँ पुलिस नहीं आई, फायर ब्रिगेड नहीं आई, वो 2 घंटे बाद आई सब।
Well, there are several such accounts that are coming to fore now of the family members who've lost their near and dear ones, who are questioning the lapses, questioning the authorities. Why did the authorities not keep an eye on the illegal construction that was taking place, and how were these individuals allowed to flout the norms? Let's take a look at some of the lapses that have come to fore. Let's play out the details here on the screen. Number 1, hotel had only 1 exit and entry point, and that too narrow exit and entry points. That made it even more difficult for people who wanted to escape, and in fact for the fire officials as well who were carrying out the rescue operation. Number 2, permission given for 6 rooms, but the facility operated around 25 rooms. The permission was only for 6 rooms, so even that rule, that norm was flouted as well. Let's take a look at lapse number 3. Hotel located just next to a transformer. So in fact, a tragedy was waiting to happen. A tragedy was waiting to take place. That's lapse number 3. The proximity of this hotel to a transformer. Let's take a look at the other lapses that have come to fore and that are now being investigated. Narrow structure hampered the evacuation. And this is not the only building in the area with such a structural flaw or such a structure where it makes it difficult in case of a tragedy for anyone to enter or exit the building. There are several other structures as well in the same area in Malviya Nagar itself. And like Shivam was pointing out and Pulkit in their ground reports, some of those facilities have now been shut down after this tragedy has taken place. Lapse number 6, hotel flouted the bed and breakfast license norm. Now, as per the rule, if you are to operate a bed and breakfast facility, then the license is given to the private homeowner. But in this particular case, the license was issued in the name of accused Lavkesh Bajaj's accountant, who was also acting like a manager, looking at the day-to-day affair of this facility. Let's take a look at more details that are coming to fore, the inside scoop that we have managed to access for you. So 6 years back, there was only the first floor which was constructed of this structure, but then there was illegal construction that was carried out, so that norm also flouted by the owner and his manager. 6 years back, there was just one floor, just the first floor that was built. Then 3 extra floors were added, 3 extra floors were later built. Did the owner sought any sort of permission from the authorities? Did the authorities keep in check the illegal construction that was taking place? Number 3, the charge is that he did not seek permission. So it's clear that without taking permission from the authorities, other floors were later built. The fire department says building plan was not given, and yet imagine he was able to operate this bed and breakfast facility, one, without taking permission before adding more floors, and 2, without giving any detailed plan of the building to the fire department. Scoop number 5, owner did not heed warning. There was no fire NOC as well as far as this structure is concerned, where you saw massive flames engulfing the entire building, killing almost 21 people. Fire department also says fire NOC is mandatory, but in this case, the fire NOC was not taken. Let's go across to Shivam, who continues to be with us on the broadcast. There are lapses that point out that every single rule, norm was broken. And then there's apathy as well on part of the government, part of the authorities, who did not bother to check how is it that this entire area is now packed with such structures, similar structures, where the entry and exit points are narrow, and on top of everything, illegal construction.
Well, exactly, Swati, and the rules were not just violated, they were violated openly. This particular property, this particular land is a Laldora land, which means it is a residential area in a village property which doesn't require maps. So now what we are seeing is basically all the department just playing the blame game and putting the ball on others' court. The fire service department said that there was never a permission for the NOC sought. The MCD is basically saying that because it was a BNB, it falls under the BNB Act, and that is why the tourism department is supposed to do. The tourism department is still silent. It has not said anything. But the fact of the matter is, if in such a property, if such an area, we on one site visit could see that these were violating the norms. What were your ward councillor doing? What was the local police station doing? What was the local fire safety department doing there? So it is a violation and negligence on a lot of places, on a lot of departments. The question here is now who will seek the accountability? The government has said that now we have initiated a magisterial inquiry. But let me tell you, this is the 3rd magisterial inquiry in the last 1 month. A similar incident. A similar incident happened in Saket when the building collapsed. Before that, it was an incident in Vivek Bihar. Both of there also, there was magisterial inquiry being initiated. Still, we don't have any results. We don't have any person who is to be held accountable. And now also, what we are seeing is the same pattern where the government is saying that they have initiated inquiry and they will make sure it doesn't happen in the future. But the problem is, if it would have happened in the past, if things would have happened in the past, we should not have been caring about if it happened in the future.
Several such tragedies have taken place. And clearly the authorities haven't learnt a single lesson. If they would have, then there would have been stringent measures and audits and checks so that, such a tragedy is not repeated. But clearly everybody was in a deep slumber. till this fire tragedy occurred. Now, of course, everybody is waking up to it and giving assurances that this will not be repeated in future. Do stay on with us, Shivam. We have some breaking inputs coming in on the broadcast at the moment. This is an exclusive news break here on Times Now. Delhi fire horror fallout. The lens is now on the other properties that the accused Lavkesh Bajaj owns. Let's in fact go across to Priyank, who's getting us more details. Priyank, tell us about the other properties that Lavkesh Bajaj owns. Are they similar in terms of the structure of the building that was engulfed in fire?
Yes, certainly, Swati, that's why we have come to a property which is also owned by Lavkesh, and certainly this also mirrors the deadly death trap which had been there made by the accused. We are going to the basement first of all, and you can see the kind of wooden structure. This is a wooden structure which has been made by him and his partners so that he can show and give it a lavish structure. We are going to the basement, Swati, because the fire also emerged from the basement. There is a small kitchen area which has been made here. Then you can see that the kind of wooden structure, it's like a tunnel, Swati, and all these rooms, when I had gone there inside initially, did not had any kind of exhaust or any kind of windows here. The medicines have been lying on the top. But the most scary thing for which we will have to go further to the top floor, Swati, because the gates are locked. You can imagine all the entrance gates have been opened by the accused people. But the fact of the matter is that the top floor of the building, which has the exit route, which could have been open so that many people could have saved their life, is also blocked. The moment you enter, you can see the lift. How is it possible that a 100-feet structure was given permission to construct a lift without having any kind of further check? This is a location, Swati. If this could have been open in flood state also, certainly multiple people could have survived. This structure is wooden. Then behind it, Chethi, if you can come forward, this structure behind has a glass. So even if I'm trying to break it from my hand, it is not possible to break this particular heavily constructed structure. We are going further. We'll show you how this death trap was made by this individual. We have come to the reception area. Can you see any kind of exit route? All these routes have been made blocked with glasses. If you'll go inside, can you see this room? Yeah, please come forward, Chetri. People have left this like this. This particular structure, where windows should have been there, have also been blocked. I'm opening it. Okay, it's open now. You can see. This particular structure is open. The gate's open. But can anyone go outside? It's very heavy. And when you have an environment where smoke and the dark smoke is surrounding you, you cannot move. It's totally impossible for anyone to have that kind of strength and then move away in this kind of situation. Every floor, all the 4 floors. Chethi, you move forward. All the 4 floors, Swati, are blocked like this. No entry and exit. Even if you can see, this area has been left. But a person like me, I'm 6 foot tall. Can I go from here? Can I save my life? Answer is no. Not even that. You can see the electric cable which is there. It's very scary. It's very scary, which has led to death of all these individuals. Every floor has this kind of setup. Swati, this particular floor, you can see electric cables are there. Then you have this wooden structure. How is it possible that someone can try to escape? You know what is the most worrying thing? That officials have told me that most of these bodies were found on the staircase. Those patients who were here, who came here for the post-medical treatment, could not move ahead. We are going further. We have come to the 3rd floor, Swati, and we will try to show that what is the situation here. I'm going further to the top floor because that shows the most horrific part of this particular area. Again, you have this area being blocked. The area being blocked here. You know, you can see the gate is locked. I'm applying my full strength, Swati. I'm trying to apply my full strength. The latches are off, but the visuals are clearly showing that this area cannot be opened. That is the most scary thing.
To the death of 21 people, the one that you're reporting from that also belongs to Lavkesh Bajaj is similar in structure. There are no escape routes, windows completely blocked, and the rooftop locked in this case as well. And there's no ventilation as well. Like Priyank was pointing out, it's a death trap, similar in structure to the building that caught fire. And this is not the only structure here. There are a lot of buildings in this area that have a similar facility, a similar arrangement. If a tragedy unfolds there tomorrow, then people will have no way to escape. That's exactly what happened in the Malviya Nagar fire incident. That's the reason why 21 people lost their life. Thank you very much, Priyank and Shivam, for getting us the details. We're moving on now, shifting our focus to the controversy around Rahul Gandhi's statement. Rahul Gandhi, after saying that the Modi government will fall within a year, has now said that Prime Minister Narendra Modi is going to impose an emergency. He said that he is not going to continue to be the Prime Minister next year. And above all, Rahul Gandhi says an economic crisis is going to hit us hard.
हिंदुस्तान के अंदर, सिस्टम के अंदर इंस्टीट्यूशनल रिवोल्ट हो रहा है। तो आप सोचती हैं कि इलेक्शन कमीशन फुली कंट्रोल्ड है। वो 3 साल पहले फुली कंट्रोल्ड है। चीफ इलेक्शन कमिश्नर के मैसेजेस मेरे पास आ रहे हैं। हेड ऑफ इंटेलिजेंस सिस्टम, सीनियर जुडिशरी, सारों के सारे रिवोल्ट कर रहे हैं, इंफॉर्मेशन दे रहे हैं हमें। तो जो कंट्रोल का सिस्टम था एक तरफ से, वो कोलैप्स कर रहा है। लोगों को दिख रहा है कि जनता का प्रेशर अब ऐसा भयंकर आएगा, अगर हम इस रास्ते पे चलते गए तो हमारे लिए रिस्क हो जाएगा। आप क्या सोचते हो, अगर जनता को मालूम है कि इलेक्शन सिस्टम रिग्ड है, जनता में गुस्सा आ गया, आप क्या सोचते हो कि इलेक्शन कमिश्नर को डर नहीं लगेगा? तो अब क्या हो रहा है, सिस्टम अंदर से ऐसे हिल रहा है। सिस्टम मुझे इंफॉर्मेशन दे रहा है, मोदी जी के बारे में, शाह जी के बारे में, उनके बेटों के बारे में, मिनिस्टर्स के बारे में, अजीत डोवल के बारे में पूरा इंफॉर्मेशन है। धड़ाधड़ 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 हमारे सिस्टम से ही आ रहा है। अब यह हो सकता है कि जनता के प्रेशर को यह सप्रेस करने की कोशिश करें, इमरजेंसी जैसी चीज कर दें।
Now, of course, the other leaders of the Congress party are endorsing what Rahul Gandhi said, citing the increase in price of LPG and petrol. So the Congress party leaders are backing Rahul Gandhi when he says an economic crisis is going to hit us, when Rahul Gandhi says that the PM might impose emergency. Listen in.
मैं राहुल गांधी जी के नेता प्रतिपक्ष के बयान का भरपूर समर्थन करता हूं, 100% समर्थन करता हूं। यह हालात पे आधारित अध्ययन से निकली हुई बात। 30, 40, 50 रुपए वाला पेट्रोल पहुंच गया 100 के ऊपर। बेरोजगारी की दर 40 साल को पार कर गई, महंगाई 40 साल को पार कर गई, जीडीपी गिरी है, सरकार की पकड़ आर्थिक नीति पर दिन ब दिन ढीली होती चली जा रही है। तो ये खतरा तो है।
Alright, we have some breaking inputs coming in on the broadcast. So the BJP is hitting out at Rahul Gandhi, accusing Rahul Gandhi of deliberately stoking panic for political gain. In a sharp rebuttal, the party has reminded Rahul of the Congress's own legacy, alleging that emergency mindset persists within the party. In fact, Amit Malvi has put out a post on social media platform X. It's a long post in which he seems to be reminding Rahul Gandhi of what transpired during Congress party's UPA's regime. He says, and I quote, according to Rahul Gandhi, the Chief Election Commissioner, Intelligence Chief, judges, institutions and practically everyone in the system have been secretly working for him for the last 3 years, constantly feeding him information. Yet, despite having this extraordinary network, his party keeps losing elections and shrinking politically. Not a single allegation of election rigging has been proven in court. Not one, which raises an obvious question. If everyone has been working for Rahul Gandhi all this time, why was he so vehemently opposing the special intensive revision? Didn't the Chief Election Commissioner tell him it was in the national interest? Or is Rahul Gandhi opposed to cleaning up electoral rolls because he wants illegal voters and infiltrators to remain on them? Every few months he unveils a new conspiracy theory. First, democracy was over, then institutions were captured, then election rigging. Now we are told that an emergency is coming and an economic tsunami is around the corner. At some point one has to ask, is Rahul Gandhi interested in facts or is he simply manufacturing fear and chaos because he cannot explain his party's repeated electoral failure. So this is a post by Amit Malviya hitting out at Rahul Gandhi. Let me go across to Mohit, my colleague, who's getting us more details. Mohit, remember Rahul Gandhi said that there are people in the system who are informing him about the economic crisis, who are telling him what's wrong with Modi government, who are telling him that the BJP, that the Prime Minister might impose emergency on the country. So Amit Malviya says if Rahul Gandhi has insiders within every institute, did they not tell him how the system is working in favor of the country?
Well, in fact, you see, Swati, we need to understand that this is not the first time that Rahul Gandhi has made such a statement. A few days ago, during an internal Congress meeting, Rahul Gandhi stated that Prime Minister Narendra Modi will not be the Prime Minister in next 1 year because people are angry, they will come out on the street, there is economic distress. And similarly, while speaking at a program yesterday, Rahul Gandhi reiterated the same, that the economy is in tatters, and given the fact that the system, once controlled by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, is now visibly shaken and is collapsing, and perhaps that is why PM would not be able to continue his tenure, and he will be Prime Minister for just 1 year. And public is angry, people within the system are telling him that the system is collapsing, and there could be a time when emergency-like situation could be imposed in the country, to which strong reactions have come in from the Bharatiya Janata Party. BJP says that the Congress remains to be the only party in the country that imposed emergency in 1975. Congress has the emergency mindset, and perhaps that is why they want to create
that statement of Rahul Gandhi definitely has led to a political firestorm, with the BJP hitting back with equal force. Thank you very much, Mohit, for getting us the details. With that, we're slipping into a very short break. A lot more lined up on the other side. Stay on with us.